Yeah, that's it. We're live.
Oh.
Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. And this is Magic, my friend. I just thought for a difference, today I wasn't going to be able to do a video, but we're in a hotel at the moment. We're moving on tomorrow. And I thought this Scorpio moon was too important not to do a video on. So I'll just wait. There's a few people on there. Please let me know who's there, and then we can start. So I hate this. It's always like the beginning.
Maybe you can show them some.
Yeah, there's Annabelle from Ibiza. Hi, Annabelle. Hey, April. Yeah, I'm just going to show as well, just before we start, I wished I could do the reading from outside the window. That's Lemmy Beach, which is just next to Copacabana Beach. So I made it to Brazil all in one piece, and Magic came to meet me here. So we've had a hotel since yesterday, and then tomorrow we actually move to the island where we're going to be living. So I'm in paradise already. I am, and like I say, I got my little friend, my little anchor, everything. So it's been so nice to just connect again. I think I left Amsterdam in September last year, and I was staying with Magic. So in that whole time, that 8 month or whatever, I haven't seen anybody that I know until I seen him again. So yeah,
now we can do proper hugs, no?
yeah, proper hugs. It was like straight away we were just hugging, and then last night I had a little like sleepover. We were eating sushi, and we were supposed to be watching a movie, but we ended up just talking and talking and talking. So it's it's just so nice and so relaxing. So that's it. Has anybody got any questions about anything like that? And then we go into the reading, because I really wanted Magic to help with this as well, because I don't know, there's something about our energy when we get together. It just kind of, things just drop in and amplifies. Yes. So I thought it would be nice. I know all of you have heard about him, and I thought it would be nice to meet him as well. So, yeah. Right. Okay. There's no questions there. There's people on. So, right. I'm going to go in straight away with what I was picking up psychically about this Scorpio moon. And I just pulled a card there, and interesting enough, I got the 10 of Wands with this as well. Now, this Scorpio moon, I mean, anybody that knows Scorpio, it's always quite a strange energy. And the first thing that I was getting from this was, this is about transformation and truth. And then I got secrets and lies as well. So what I'm feeling here is that it's going to be the most truthful moon that I think we've seen in a long time. Okay, we've done a lot of work up until now, but the truth is finally going to be revealed. Anything that's been hiding in that darkness, hiding in the shadows, is about to be exposed. Will it affect mostly water signs? No, it'll affect all signs. I mean, depending on where Scorpio is in your chart, really look into that, look into the houses and things, but it's going to affect everybody. It's not just water signs. We've just had a little glitch in the matrix there. Did you see that? Yeah. So yeah, and exactly, Mary, the truth needs to come out. Now, the truth, they always say, will set us free, but it's not going to come without sting. So I feel this is a lot of painful realizations, okay? But remember, pain is often our answered prayers, because pain then leads us to, it's alerting us that something isn't right and something is wrong, okay? So that's why pain is there. So we've got to see the value in this pain. But I feel that this Scorpio moon it's like, it's saying that, we don't paddle in the shallow end. Scorpio doesn't do that. And this moon is asking us, how deep can we actually go? Because Scorpio is about sex, death, transformation, anything that is taboo, things that we like to keep hidden. And this is also aspects of ourself. So expect some deep healing things to come up or things that need to be healed. We were sitting having breakfast this morning and something hit me kind of out of the blue. So there was a real vulnerable state with that. But now that I can understand it, it's like, right, okay, I understand why this is coming out, because I'm getting hit with this. My Venus is in Scorpio, and it's hitting me around about the first house. So this is more about myself with this. But what this is saying is this transformation is coming in with an intensity, because it's these secrets that our soul doesn't want to be hidden anymore. In order for our soul to be free and authentic and truthful, it needs to get rid of whatever masks or armor it has been putting on that has kept itself hidden. So with this, it's almost like, I mentioned that Scorpio is about death, transformation. It's the death of the old self, so there's a part of our ego will die with this as well. Is that making sense? Have you got anything with that, Magic?
Yeah, what I feel is that people should be happy to die, because I'm always looking forward to these things what I can get rid of, So if the truth comes out, I want to have the truth, because then I can see what things I have to do, right?
Yeah. So it's almost like a relief when the truth comes out.
Exactly.
Because anybody who's actually held a secret before, it's uncomfortable, because you're always waiting for somebody to find out about it, or waiting for it to come to light. And if we think about that, it's coming to light. So something that was in the dark is coming to light. And this is what we're all being asked to do. We're all being asked to step into our own light at this time. But we cannot step into our own light unless we first go into our shadows and our darkness. So this is almost on our quest for freedom and authenticity. We have to go there. So this Scorpio moon, although it might be a bit brutal, it might be a bit intense or whatever, is coming to free us from ourselves, free us from any relationships or connections that aren't serving us. Anything that isn't truthful is going to be stripped away with this, okay? And often we cling to things that we know aren't in our higher interest, or that we know aren't truthful, because it's this sense of security or this sense of comfort or this sense of familiarity. But there is nothing ever grows in our comfort zone, So this moon will highlight the sorrows that we get with loss, the pain of loneliness, but also the pleasure of being loved. So it's, there's when we feel lonely, has anybody ever been in a relationship where they feel lonely? That is not love. So it's when you step out of that and you say, no, that is not what I'm going to accept, then that is when it allows kind of love to come to you, and like I say, this is the beautiful thing that I always say with Magic, Magic always has my back, or my front, wherever. He's always got that, and it's so beautiful to have that in a person. And I've tried to push it away. I've tried to, all of these old triggers with it, but it's always been there. So it's like an anchor. So like I say, the beauty in that, is beautiful. Now, this Scorpio moon as well, what came through before with it is it's about intimacy as well. Now, intimacy doesn't have to mean sexual, it doesn't have to mean that. It's like into me see. So it's when somebody sees through you, they see through these masks that you wear for the public. They see through this armor that is actually covering your wounds. And when you are seen for who you truly are, that is such a beautiful thing. When somebody sees your truth, it allows you to present your truth as well. And the more we are in our truth, the more we give other people permission to be in their truth as well. So there's an intensity in this intimacy, but it's like, this is going to show you, if people don't see the real you, or people see the play that you're performing, or they give you the script for that play, this is where it could get broken. So anything that is truthful is not going to be stripped away. Okay, that's it. That is solid. So it's almost like a bit of a shipwreck. Anything that is left is going to be exactly for you. It's going to be meaningful. It's meaningful connections. It's meaningful collaborations. Anything that is shallow or not supported is going to be highlighted, because remember, the full moons, actually there's one behind me there, the full moons, they shine, they illuminate that which was hidden, you know, so they light our path. So yes, this is going to be quite a challenging moon, but it's almost asking us to allow our vulnerability to walk hand in hand with our power. Okay?
Yeah, that's something like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because like yesterday we were talking, right? And what I really like about it is basically that if you the feeling that I had in my gut, let's say, that was like a feeling that I normally don't want to feel. So if this moon is like me feeling that, I was like, you know, like I felt like this is like the uncomfort, but that's actually what you want to feel to then find the answer, right?
Yeah, because you've got to feel to heal.
Yeah.
That's it. You cannot do healing without feeling that which is uncomfortable. Because if it's uncomfortable, that is just telling you to move. You know, how many of you sat on a sofa or something like that and it's uncomfortable? So it tells you to move somewhere where it's actually better for you. So this is it, as I said, you know, it's letting our vulnerability, you know, go hand in hand with our power, because there is power in showing vulnerability. There is strength there. You know, we were talking about it this morning, and vulnerability, as I've said before, is when you actively speak something or show something that you have either been ashamed of or that you have been shamed for in the past. So by bringing that out into the open, that which you don't like and that which you keep hidden, that is actually a sign of massive strength. So this is about letting our angels dance with our devils, you know. It's the deepening of this human experience. Like I say, Scorpio is deep. It's deep and it's dark. And if we're living on this surface level of stuff, you know, we're not going to get kind of them nutrients. If you think of roots of trees and being shown here, they go right down into the earth and they suck out these nutrients, you know, to actually allow them to grow. So if we are not allowing these roots, if we're not going down into the dark and into the depth, then we're not going to grow and we're not going to evolve. And this is it, you know, the work I do, the work the universe does, whatever, it's not here to make you comfortable and it's not here to appease, you know, that which is stopping you growing. It's here for your evolution, you know. So as a species, this human existence, we have to all evolve. So when we're realizing that we are not just human beings, we are spiritual beings as well, you know, this is when we can really see that anything that life gives us is just a lesson. And the darker we go, the brighter we will shine. So this Scorpio moon is almost about, like, you know, I've got there, like, it's like a phoenix from the flame. It's like having your own personal funeral kind of pyre, you know, and letting that burn, baby, burn kind of thing. Anything that isn't meant for us, let it burn and let it go. That's what I feel, you know. It's becoming too heavy for us. It's too heavy for us to carry, you know. And a lot of the stuff I feel it's other people's stuff that we carry as well. It's not just ours. You know, I mean, I've traveled the last couple of days with my suitcase, with my backpack, you know, with another bag and stuff like that. And it weighs you down. I mean, there's parts of my body are aching all over just by carrying for 24 hours, you know, a couple of cases. So if we're carrying emotional debris from people for however many years we've been alive, or even lifetimes, you know, old ancestral shit as well, you know, is coming up. It's time to dump it. You know, this is what this Scorpio moon is saying to us. It's time to, you know, get rid of the old so that we can actually embrace the new. And it's very powerful. It's a beautiful, beautiful moon.
Yeah, I also want to add something on that one again, because I really think like these kind of things, what you can want to discover, find someone that you really can be vulnerable with, you know, like a deep trusted friend, because like in there you can find these things out. Don't do that with like the people that you already have arguments with.
Yeah.
But like only with the trustful people, that then you can really go to that feeling that is uncomfortable and then discover what that is and do something about it.
Yeah, so you've got to have that safe space, haven't you? That's what it's got to be.
Yeah.
And I think this is the beauty with friendships, you know, true friendships, where you can be that person. You can say, this is what I need, or I'm going to break at this moment. Can you just hold space? You know, you don't need to be given advice. You don't need anything like that. And often it's when we talk, and I mean, we do it all the time, no matter where we are in the world, we can start conversations. And then, oh God, I'm feeling this at the moment. And then as we start to voice it, it starts to come up from the depths. But when we're voicing it and when we're able to speak it, we're also releasing it as well. When we keep it hidden and keep it to ourselves, this is when it starts to fester inside of us. This is when we become in a state of dis-ease. This is when we can then get ill, because disease is what causes disease. You know, so it's about, like I say, you know, letting everything out that's in there, whether it makes sense or anything, being able to be in that space, like Magic said, where somebody's not trying to fix it, or not trying to make it go away, or not trying to paper over it, you know. I was talking to my cousin there this week, and she's just lost a friend, and she's in grief. And she said, I've got to allow myself to feel it. And it doesn't feel nice. And then I spoke to her today, and she said, I feel better, because she allowed it to move through us. The only way we can get through stuff is allow it to move through us. If we hold it back, if we try to hide it, it's still going to be there lurking in the shadows, like the bogeyman kind of thing, you know? So we know this. So, you know, this is what the Scorpio moon, it's not going to be easy, but if you realize that it's here to help us and to guide us, and anything it takes away from us was not meant, it's past itself by date, doesn't mean that it wasn't important, but it means it's not on our future path. When we realize that, then we can make something that's not easy, we can actually navigate it with more ease, if that makes sense. And I said something to Magic today, this isn't hard work, this is heart work, you know. This is what it is. It's heart work that we're doing, you know. So, and we always get rewards as well with that. So it's just a little bit more to open our heart, to open. And remember, when your heart is breaking, what it's doing there is it's opening. Okay, it's not breaking, it's not going to stop. Okay, nobody ever died of a broken heart, you know.
It's just revealing, you know.
It's just revealing. Yeah, you know, it's revealing, and it's opening up so that more can actually come in, you know. So yeah, so it's letting go, it's forgiving the past, you know, it's embracing the future, not having fear for it. It's, you know, we've got to look at the timeline of it, you know. It is what's happening now, but it's evolving around the past and the future that we want to inhabit as well. So yeah, so I hope that makes sense. Does anybody have any questions about that before I go into